Hello， 大家好，欢迎回到外媒看中国，我是安博然。Recently, US President Donald Trump shared a photo of himself rudely poking Russian President Vladimir Putin, next to a photo of former US President Richard Nixon doing a similar thing to Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev. The latter, from 1959, was taken during what would become known to history as the kitchen debate, symbolizing the clash between two prevailing ideologies at the time. This exchange, while steeped in historical significance, also reflected changes in technology and lifestyle, particularly the impact of household appliances on daily life. Decades have passed and the landscape of global innovation has shifted dramatically. China is taking the lead, challenging the United States in technological advancement. Take the dishwasher segment within the appliance industry as just one example. Did you know that a Chinese dishwasher has become immensely popular in overseas markets? Today, we'll examine how Chinese innovation is making its way into the North American market and how Made in China has evolved dramatically from what it was a decade ago. Let's go beyond the propaganda. This is Reports on China. I'm Andy Borham here in Shanghai. Let's get reporting. The current US President, Donald Trump, is no stranger to international incidents. In some kind of weird flex, he recently posted two pictures. One of them shows then US Vice President Richard Nixon pointing at former Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev, taken in 1959 at the American National Exhibition in Moscow. By chance, Nixon had an impromptu debate with Khrushchev there, which later became known as the kitchen debate. By that stage, the dishwasher had already been invented in the US for more than a century, with the first model, a wooden hand-cranked version invented by Horton in 1850. The first electric dishwasher was invented in Germany in 1929, and China's first domestic dishwasher rolled off the factory floor in 1991. During the 1959 kitchen debate, Nixon argued that only capitalism allows innovation, simply saying, innovation makes life better. China was a latecomer in the dishwasher market, but it's been rapidly catching up through continuous innovation, which is no longer just about ideology. It's about improving everyday life. And as the world is discovering, China is writing a new chapter in that story. Fast forward to today, and China, or as the US likes to call it, Communist China, is taking the lead in innovation across many sectors. Just think of Chinese brands like Huawei, BYD, and DJI, to name just a few. I got a bit curious during my research for this video and wondered if any Chinese brands were killing it in the kitchen space, and I was pleasantly surprised. Dishwashers are a Western invention, but a Chinese brand called Fotile has taken the concept and innovated it with their next generation dishwashers, showing off intelligent manufacturing in China. Check this out. Just last week, their flagship product, the X20 Max, became a huge hit in New York. There was a Chinese food and cultural exchange event in the Big Apple called Flavors from the East, Chinese Cuisine Takes New York. And this sink-top dishwasher from China became the star. Apparently, Fotile first set out to understand why Chinese consumers weren't big fans of the dishwasher, and they found a few key reasons. Firstly, Chinese homes, especially in big cities like here in Shanghai, are much smaller than their Western counterparts. Dishwashers usually take up a huge area and are a bit over the top for the average Chinese family. On top of that, Chinese are obsessed with washing their vegetables, so the company included that function into their dishwashers. The biggest innovation, though, was reducing the form factor and building their new model into the sink top, taking up much less room and removing the need to constantly bend down to load and unload the conventional dishwasher. And it's better for the environment. And it turns out what Chinese people want in a dishwasher, and the company's subsequent Chinese-style innovation of a kitchen appliance first invented 175 years ago, is exactly what people in North America and Australia want as well. Fotile has pushed beyond the technical limits of traditional Western dishwashers, redefining the category across design, functionality, and user experience. by achieving a no-bend design, integrating the washing of vegetables, dishes, and pots, and creating an all-in-one workflow for washing, cutting, and draining. Thus, Fotal has redefined the paradigm of the dishwasher category. Their dishwashers are already ranked number one for sales in the entire world for the past 3 years running. Would Nixon see the Fotal as revolutionary, a sign of progress and innovation? Absolutely. Would Khrushchev call it unnecessary? Without a doubt. But that's how much the world has changed since that Cold War kitchen debate way back in 1959, with 2025 seeing made in China and not made in the United States being a sign of innovation. In fact, Chinese manufacturing is probably best described under 3 types today: made in China, designed in China, and perfected in China. Check out this footage from the New York event last week. Apparently, one American consumer there said Fotal's sink top design completely subverts their perception of made in China. Reuters and the Associated Press, usually more happy writing anti-China content for their readers, were raving as well, saying Chinese dishwashers shine in New York. Amazing. During my research, I also found some social media posts from ordinary Americans showing off their Chinese dishwashers. Check this out.
I bet you've never seen this before. A sink that is also a dishwasher.
Did you know there's a sink that will wash and dry your dishes for you? Meet the 2-in-1 in-sink dishwasher from Fotal. It's the world's first ever sink and dishwasher combo, and it's perfect for small families and small kitchens.
I bet you've never seen this. We're installing our kitchen sink, but it's also a dishwasher. So
2-in-1 in-sink dishwasher. Sink, dishwasher, top loading. Literally 1 unit. I'm obsessed.
And there you have it. China has taken over the world over the past few years when it comes to smartphones, electric vehicles, drones, and so much more. But I bet you didn't know they're also killing it when it comes to dishwashers, with one Chinese company leading the world in sales and used in more than 30 million households around the globe. Nice. And on that note, that will be it for today, you guys. But as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you have a dishwasher in your home? And if so, what features have made your life easier? Do let me know down below, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help the channel. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.